Hi, boys and girls. So excited that the weather's nice. Happy Memorial Day weekend. All right, I am just going to show you our agenda for the week and notice that it looks a little different. We have a fun, interactive classroom set up now, thanks to Mrs. King again. And we just thought that Google Slides would be a little easier and a little bit more fun and interactive. So let me get started. The most important thing is look at my cursor. When you go to the top right, you already know about share, but right next to it's present. So if you did top right of your screen, look for the word present. And that's important to click on because then it makes it all bigger and it's easier to see. The next thing I want to show you is take a look at my cursor right by the clock on the wall. Yes, do you see the cursor when I'm moving my mouse is an arrow? As soon as it turns to a hand with a pointed finger, that means something is linked. So if you click on this clock, it is going to link you right to some fun games to practice how to tell time. Get the connection, clock, practice how to tell time. So there's a few other things around the classroom that, if it changes to a hand, see on the foundations poster, that will click you and it goes over your foundation sounds. There's a few more like the butterflies and some of these books that go right to read alouds and other fun things. So have fun clicking around. But the most important thing to do, of course, is our big jobs. So foundations this week, we're going to go to our last unit with LE as our syllable, and you will have two lessons. The first one will be on Google Slides that I will click and embed that after this video. The second one's boom cards for the week. For reading, you'll click on Kids A to Z. So notice that changed to a hand, so I can click right on it and it will go right to our class with your names. After you click on your name, you put the Tigers, Tigers, as your password, and you're asked to do one flight check where I get to hear you read and retell and do the questions, and then pick one story from your library to go ahead and enjoy and read and do the questions as well. So I know you're understanding what you read. For writing this week, we have our weekend news. We're back to normal, so 8 sentences at least, and tell us what you do over your Memorial Day weekend. Make sure you have good details. You can find that in your under your classwork, or I will also link it after I finish this. Poetry, we're climbing to 100 poems, so go ahead and enjoy our next few. For math, we're also going to start our last chapter. Chapter 11 is about geometry. So there's two lessons this week. One's an introduction and one's about lines and curves. Science, you'll do your next part of understanding the chrysalis to the butterfly. And then you have your 3 unified arts. So let's go ahead and click how we suggest to break up your work. Remember, there is no Monday because of Memorial Day, so you can take that day off. Tuesday, try to do your weekend news, your foundations lesson, and your art. Go ahead and write an X here as you complete your jobs. On Wednesday, we're hoping that you finish your A to Z work, and that's 2 things, a book to enjoy with the questions, then take a break, do math, and then go back and do your flight check. Foundations and math. Remember, for office hours from 11 to 1, I will be on Google Meet if you have any questions or want to go over anything. That's the white link right on my Google Classroom. On Thursday, we suggest that you do your language arts, those activities where you're reviewing skills, your math lesson, butterflies, and music. And finally, on Friday, your poetry and your wrap up with your gym lesson. Don't forget the enrichment activities. If you're bored and you're looking for things to do, there's lots of neat things on this list. Here's more information or room to put feedback from you or your parent. But the best way, of course, is to email me if you have questions or concerns or something doesn't work. And then finally, some optional resources to go ahead and play around with and just get better and better. So remember, this week we have plenty of things to link to more learning, and I hope you have a great week. Thank you. Happy learning. I'm proud of you.